IT 361 Module 3 Part 1. The first topic that we are going to discuss in this module is matchings. A subset M of E, where E is the edge set of graph G, is called a matching in G if its elements are links or edges and no two are adjacent in G. That is, the two ends of an edge in M are said to be matched under M in that case. A matching M saturates a vertex V and V is said to be M saturated if some edge of M is incident with V. Otherwise, V is M unsaturated. If every vertex of G is M saturated, the matching M is perfect. M is a maximum matching if G has no matching M dash with cardinality of M dash greater than or equal to cardinality of M. Matchings and coverings in bipartite graphs. For any set S of vertices in G, we define the neighbor set of S in G to be the set of all vertices adjacent to vertices in S. The set is denoted by N naught of S. Next is a theorem. The name of that theorem is Hall's theorem. The statement is, let G be a bipartite graph with bipartition x, y. Then G contains a matching that saturates every vertex in X if and only if cardinality of N of S greater than or equal to cardinality of S for all S subset or equal to X. Let's see how we can prove this theorem. Suppose that the graph G contains a matching M which saturates every vertex in X, and let S be a subset of X. Since the vertices in S are matched under M with the distinct vertices in N of S, we clearly have cardinality of N of S greater than or equal to cardinality of S. Conversely, suppose that G is a bipartite graph satisfying the equation cardinality of N of S greater than or equal to cardinality of S for all S subset or equal to X, but that G contains no matching saturating all the vertices in X. We shall obtain a contradiction. Let M star be a maximum matching in G. By our supposition, M star does not saturate all vertices in X. Let U be an M star unsaturated vertex in X, and let Z denote the set of all vertices connected to U by M star alternating paths. Since M star is a maximum matching, it follows that U is the only M star unsaturated vertex in Z. Set S equal to Z intersection X and T equal to Z intersection Y, that is shown in the figure below. Clearly, the vertices in S minus U, set U, are matched under M star with the vertices in T. Therefore, cardinality of T equal to cardinality of S minus 1. And N of S forms a superset for T. In fact, we have N of S equal to T. Since every vertex in N of S is connected to U by an M star alternating path, but the two conditions that is given in 5.3 and 5.4 imply that cardinality N of S equal to cardinality of N of S minus 1 less than cardinality of S, contradicting the assumption that is given in 5.2. Hence the theorem. Next is covering. A covering of a graph G is a subset K of V such that every edge of G has at least one end in K. A covering K is a minimum covering if G has no covering K dash with the cardinality of K dash less than or equal to cardinality of K. Perfect matchings. If every vertex of G is M saturated, the matching M is perfect. M is a maximum matching if G has no matching M dash with cardinality of M dash greater than cardinality of M. Clearly, every perfect matching is maximum. Maximum and perfect matchings in graphs are indicated in the figure given below. The first figure actually shows an example for a perfect matching where we are considering in that matching we are considering only 3 edges. The one edge with the n vertices v6 v7, the second edge with n vertices v1 v8, and the third edge with n vertices v3 v4. That matching actually forms a maximum matching because we cannot add any one more edge to this set of edges which will act as a matching here. Now the figure given in 5.1 subdivision B is an example of a perfect matching because here as you can see the edges which is darkened actually form the set of perfect matching, and all the vertices in the graph forms an n vertices to the corresponding edges in the perfect matching. Next is the personal assignment problem. In a certain company, n workers, namely x1, x2, etc., xn, are available for n jobs. And the jobs are named as y1, y2, etc. up to yn. Each worker being qualified for one or more of these jobs. Can all the men be assigned one man per job to jobs for which they are qualified? This is actually the personal assignment problem. So first we will convert this real life problem into graphical terms. For that, we construct a bipartite graph G with bipartition x, y, where x equal to set x1, x2, etc. xn, y is equal to set y1, y2, etc. yn, and xi is joined to yj if and only if the worker xi is qualified for job yj. The problem becomes one of determining whether or not G has a perfect matching. According to Hall's theorem that we have seen in the previous slides, either G has such a matching or there is a subset S of X such that cardinality of N of S less than cardinality of S. Next is the optimal assignment problem. The Hungarian method is an efficient way of determining a feasible assignment of workers to jobs if one exists. However, one way in addition wish to take into account the effectiveness of the workers in their various jobs, which are measured perhaps by the profit to the company. In this case, one is interested in an assignment that maximizes the total effectiveness of the workers. The problem of finding such an assignment is known as the optimal assignment problem. Consider a weighted complete bipartite graph with bipartition xy, where x equal to set x1, x2, etc. xn, y is equal to set y1, y2, etc. yn, and edge xi yj has weight wij equal to w of xi yj, the effectiveness of worker xi in job yj. The optimal assignment problem is clearly equivalent to that of finding a maximum weight perfect matching in this weighted graph. We shall refer to such a matching as an optimal matching. Now these are some problems from the topic of matchings that is for your practice. Try to do it by yourself. Thank you.